accompanied by the world's greatest attorney, Sofia Lopez, from Guadalajara, Mexico, international sensation, Tormenta!
Tormenta, the international superstar, accompanied, of course, by the world's greatest attorney, Sofia Lopez. And if you don't believe her, all you gotta do is ask David. Tormenta out for ring action, but tonight she could have been taking on the world champion instead of Penelope Pink, but her actions against the Beast a few weeks ago caused her to be out of the championship running.
You said it, Nigel. Her actions a few weeks ago running in on that match when taking out the Beast out of competition, allowing Abilene Maverick to potentially avoid a loss to the Beast, has put her back in the pack, if you will. And she can't have a championship match just like that and be rewarded for those actions, even if her manager is the world's greatest attorney, Sofia Lopez.
And her opponent from the mean streets of LA, the heavy metal sister, Fury!
Someone else who has championship gold on the mind is Fury, who says her platinum album, David, would be the WOW Championship, the WOW World Championship. She seems as fired up and ready as ever in this new mood and new attitude.
Well, Fury's proven herself to be a great competitor on her own. She doesn't need the likes of any heavy metal sisters in her corner to compete. She's doing a great job on her own. There's the head banging. Fury slipping through that second rope, climbing the ring. And fans enjoy her here in Los Angeles.
The heavy metal sister, Fury, set for action and going to be taking on Tormenta here in this great matchup. Certainly has a lot to prove against Tormenta, who was in title contention. A win here might throw her on that list of possible contenders. Now, Tormenta certainly has a point to prove here tonight as well, a former champion of Mexico. She wants to add that WOW World Championship around her waist. And of course, David, as you mentioned, she got knocked down several pegs after interfering in that matchup, that World Heavyweight Championship matchup, in which the Beast, in my opinion, was completely robbed of the WOW World Championship. But back to this matchup, Tormenta on the outside of the ring.
She took a heck of a spill through the ropes onto that steel on the outside, but she's back in quickly and takes down Fury. Eddie Bird down on the floor, counting 1, 2. Fury with the reversal. Fury's now got her in a leg lock. Tormenta's not going to give up, but she's smartly going to the bottom of the rope. Sofia Lopez saying, come here. She went back to the middle, kicked up, and now she's got it on Fury. Tormenta, great reversal of action there.
That's right, she's got Fury all locked up, and of course, these two women are having to pull different tricks out of their toolbox in this matchup. You know, normally they can use their size and their speed advantage against their opponents, but they are evenly matched in this contest, David.
Fury moves out of the way, nobody home.
Tormenta now runs right into the ropes, courtesy of Fury, and that drop toe hold. Fury burying that knee right underneath the neck of Tormenta, doing what she can while she has the opportunity. Using the ropes now to her advantage, and she has until 5. Referee Eddie Firth administering the count, and Fury says, that's all right, I don't need to use the ropes, I don't need 2 sisters, I'll do this on my own. Follows up with the clothesline. Will it be enough to take down the international superstar, who kicks out at 2? Fury definitely bringing the heavy metal to this matchup. And we talk about Tormenta and her interfering in that championship matchup. Fans, if you're just now joining us, the WOW World Championship on the line tonight. In the main event, the former champion, Penelope Pink, taking on the current champion, Abilene Maverick.
Look at Sofia Lopez taking a moment, pulling on the hair of Fury, grabbing her onto the bottom rope, and now moving away when referee Eddie Firth turns his attention to Fury.
Running double knee by Tormenta now, who gets 2 3/4, but it's not enough to walk away with the victory. And Sofia Lopez, in my estimation, David, pays for herself her weight in gold, if you will.
Well, Tormenta was hoping she could bring home the gold through the efforts of the world's greatest attorney.
Both women showing a lot of tenacity in this matchup. Tormenta seems to be surprised that she hasn't been able to put Fury away. And Fury is a singles competitor. Ooh, backhand fist from Fury is a new mood, like I said, and a new attitude away from her sisters. Wait a second, she slips behind, goes for the sunset flip, and Tormenta kicks out.
Ooh, nice hit right across the chest of Fury by Tormenta. Tormenta picking up Fury.
Going for a Styles Clash-like maneuver. Will she? Yes, she does. In the middle of the ring. Rolls Fury over, has the legs over the arm, and this thing is over, David.
Here is your winner, Tormenta!
You know, a fan asked for 5,000 if he could buy that mask. Tormenta said no, cost double than that. Oh, look who's this? The Beast has come in! The Beast is in the ring! The Beast spears Tormenta! The Beast, who was taken out of her championship title contention by Tormenta, is retaliating against Tormenta now! And he broke pulling them apart!
Two of the wildest and most unpredictable superheroes in Wild Out.
Get some security, get some referees, get some referees out here. Break those two up.
It's going to take more than two referees to keep these two women apart as they are at each other's necks.
Don't let them fight. Don't let them fight. Where's some referees?
Our referees are four now inside the ring. We're going to have to get extra security to hold these women back from one another. Tormenta.
Making their way to the ring from the Magic City, they are half of the fabulous four. Lori and Lindsay Carlson, Miami Sweet Pea.
Miami Sweet Heat along with Lana Star, Penelope Pink, and the injured Vicky Lynn McCoy making their presence known at the top of the program, David, and now scheduled for tag team action are luscious Lindsay and lovely Laura.
Yes, indeed. Now remember, the fabulous Lana Star is not here because she is backstage with Penelope Pink readying herself for the main event match where she will take on the champion, Abilene Maverick. That's our main event tonight. Abilene Maverick defends the championship against the former champ, Penelope Pink.
What a matchup that's going to be. Can't wait to see it.
And their opponents from Los Angeles and San Bernardino, California, Sugar and Spice, the Mighty Mites.
The Mighty Mites, Sugar and Spice. Spice in the red, Sugar in the yellow. And they are the high-flying action team we're so happy to have here in Wow Women of Wrestling. They have brought a new energy to tag team action.
They certainly have, David, and what they lack in size and height, they make up for in their heart. We saw that in their matchup before with Wrecking Ball and Reina Del Rey, and they're bringing their skill, their positive attitude, and their zest for life here to WOW. It certainly is an inspirational story talking to both of these young ladies, David.
Well, if they get together with some of the other competitors, I'm thinking, well, I don't know who they might grab. A single competitor, Dita Rush, maybe Stephanie Slays, I don't know. They could enter the trio tournament.
I'm thinking that you could be right, David. And one has to wonder, is Sweet Heat and the Fab Four going to get involved in the trio tournament? That's yet to be seen. Referee Ben Scheinberg.
Vicky Lynn McCoy won't be in it now with that neck she's walking around with.
That's right. Doesn't look like she's going to be involved in any action coming up anytime soon. And if Tormenta was smart, she would stay away from the Beast because she could wind up with one of those neck braces if she's not careful now. As Sugar starts out the matchup with Lindsay Carlson, luscious Lindsay Carlson. Sugar, of course, a 7-year veteran, was born and raised in Los Angeles, David.
Well, our partner, Spice, is from San Bernardino. Of course, I've noted in the past, Jesse Hernandez gave us the call. We appreciate that, Jesse. And we're happy to have these two in WOW.
Yeah, you know, That's actually where they met, David, at Jesse Hernandez School. The former WOW World Tag Team Champions, Miami Sweet Heat, trying to get back on the heat, but of course...
Nice drop kick, Nigel. Spice got high on that one.
She sure did. She might only be 4'8", but she can get higher than most. And now Casanova sends Luscious Lindsay across the ring, and Spice is definitely living up to her name, spicing things up in this matchup in the early going, sending the former WOW World Tag Team Champion reeling. Sugar and Spice.
Tag team action there. Look at that. The Carlsons are in trouble with the Flyers here. Sugar and Spice, the Mighty Mites. Around they go.
Little do-si-do, David.
Spice in the lovely Lori. Sugar into Lindsay. Fans enjoying this matchup.
They certainly are, and how can you not enjoy these two in their ring action, especially quieting down the team of Sweet Heat.
Ben Scheinberg got some control. He made sure the tag team ropes were in the corners and they were grabbed by the respective parties. Lindsay getting up slowly here. Lindsay in trouble. She goes over and gets her twin sister in quickly, and now a tag with the Mighty Mites.
And Spice now, their second only match, going for the Casadora, but is slammed down to the canvas courtesy of lovely Lori, who hasn't seen as much ring time in this matchup, David, as her sister Lindsay.
Lindsay on the outside, taking some deep breaths. She didn't expect that these two Mighty Mites were going to wind her so quickly.
No, they've definitely come by surprise, and now lovely Lori just choking out on that bottom turnbuckle. And yes, David, I think she's going to do it. Try to keep Spice in her corner, close to her sister. That's how they've had so much great success here in WOW so far.
Oh, look at Lindsay jamming away on Spice. Sugar trying to get in. Scheinberg stops the action of Sugar coming in. Now Lori turning her attention to her sister. She jams the head of Spice into the side of the ring. And now tosses her back into the ring. Lovely Lori now pounding away with the feet on the Spice.
Sugar trying to get into the ring and inadvertently causing her tag team partner Spice more trouble than she really is helping to cause. But that's what the Carlson twins, Miami Sweet Heat, Fan 4 in general, are masters at. And they have cut off the ring successfully, taking out the smaller of the two and Spice in this tag team matchup with possible championship opportunities hanging in the balance, David. I know you're going to take a look at both of these teams. And
Carlson twins up and tossing Spice right towards Sugar and then cutting off the ring before she could get the tag.
Speaking of teams, David, we talked about it, but the Trios tournament hanging in the balance. And I believe, David, that begins next week here on WOW. Big things happening here in Women of Wrestling. Check out WOWE.com for more information. Check us out on our social medias at WOW Superheroes. Now Luscious and Lovely working together. The double suplex here now, stalling. The blood rushing to the head of Spice now. She crashes down to the mat. Double team maneuver.
Oh, look at this. Showing off, doing their push-ups, Lindsay and Lori.
Of course they are, just rubbing salt in the wound, but taking too much time, and Lindsay misses with that elbow drop. Lori, her sister, in, and Sugar feeds her a forearm and a chop for all of her troubles. Double axe handle into a drop kick, David, and now Sugar rushes into the corner. Can we see? Yes, a big monkey flip to lovely Lori, who can't be feeling too lovely right now.
Did you see Lori grab the back of her hamstring? I thought something went out there. Lori limping a little with that left leg. Maybe the hamstring was pulled.
It very well could have been, David, and now...
But Lori showing no signs of it as she's going up high into the top third rope.
Jab, that elbow drop from the top turnbuckle. Right across the chest of Sugar, and this thing's over.
Here are your winners, Lori and Nancy Carlson, Miami Sweet Heat.
But what did you think about that rap by Holly Swag and Big Rig Betty right before we went to commercial break?
That took my breath away. Now I want to know, can lovely Lori and luscious Lindsay, who have joined us at the table, can you guys rap?
Listen, we can rap, we can do it all. We rap better than BK Rhythm, actually. But we don't need to. But we don't need to. I mean,
Maybe I should have a rap off one night.
there we go.
You guys can spit some bars now out on
We
commentary.
do it all.
Their opponents from the truck stop capital of the world, Jackson, Tennessee, Big Rig Betty and Holly Swag, the Mother Trucker.
Who's doing their fashion? You.
The mother truckers are here, the mother-daughter team.
What are these hats? Is that steel?
They're looking fresh and fine, ladies.
That's right.
No, they need to be having some fashion help here.
Let's give them some credit.
What is that gold chain? Gold chain from the dollar store.
Reminds me of Run DMC back in the day.
David, did you find him at the trailer park? Because this is pretty ratchet.
Come on, ladies, now. They could,
You know, you two have been putting down all the fans, talking money.
Gigi looks good. I'll give her credit. She looks good.
Well, she's a fashionista.
Yeah, she looks good.
I believe the Sweet Heat might be drinking some haterade, David.
No! That was not hip hop. that was like karaoke at the truck stop.
Oh, listen to this.
That wasn't a bob, it was a flop. And if you posers want to run DMV, well, guess what? Brat Pack's going on top.
Run DMV, not Run DMC. I like how she spun on those words.
I can definitely out-rap.
Uh-oh.
Well, that remains to be seen.
Right now.
Brings an all-new meaning to the term bust a move, so to speak. The BK Rhythm and Gigi Gianni on top of Holly Swag and Big Rig Betty.
Big Rig Betty on the outside with that gold chain. It's not going to do her any good now unless she gets it to her daughter in the ring to choke BK Rhythm. Look at that maneuver right there.
Holly Swag fireman's carry takeover into a cover, gets two, surprising BK Rhythm. Sweet Heat, they're out here, and of course, ladies, we gotta ask you, there's a trios tournament coming up. Do you have any plans to join that?
Well, it'd be way more fabulous if we were in it, and of course
Well, Vicky Lynn can't join you because of her neck injury. I see her all locked up with that brace around her neck.
we still got Penelope, David, so
Oh,
thankfully she'll be back in no
but
time,
Penelope's in the main event tonight.
as she should be.
She might be the champ.
She might be pulling double duty.
We're getting all that gold back.
You want the gold back, the
And the
tag
silver.
gold. All for the
Silver belt.
fabulous Lana Starr, who's not here at ringside. She's with Penelope Pink right now in the locker room prepared for tonight's main event. The mother trucker herself being pulled back as Gianni is unloading on Holly Swag, the daughter. BK Rhythm saying, oh, we're innocent.
She's just like a little rag doll. You can just throw her around.
Taking a page from the Carlson twins as they act so innocent as they teamed up on Holly Swag.
She's so fun to beat up.
She is, with those little arms. It's so easy.
You guys have experience in that, don't you? Handcuffing Big Rig, beating up on Holly Swag.
They never handcuffed nobody, now.
Yes, you did.
I don't know where you saw that.
Fans, you can go to YouTube and check out the WOW Superheroes page and see the footage of it.
See that you're telling the truth, Nigel, and Lindsay's lying.
We never lie.
What do you do? Just fabricate words?
Listen.
Well, fabulous Lindsay is in trouble here with words as we're watching the action in the ring.
David, we follow the rules.
We never cheat. Actually, we get cheated out of everything. All our opportunities. David, you're trying to keep us from those belts.
The only matches we lost, we got cheated and robbed.
Well, that remains to be seen if your cohort in the Fab Four, Penelope Pink, can bring home some gold, because right now, that seems to be bankrupt in the case of the Fab Four now.
BK Rhythm with a nice takedown of Holly Swag, unable to get the 3 count, however. Referee Page in there watching very intently, making sure we don't have a choke from BK Rhythm on Holly Swag.
Did you see how BK Rhythm just grabbed the arm of Holly Swag, teasing Big Rig in her corner?
Big Rig hungry to get in.
These truckers are in trouble.
Yes, they are. I'll agree with you on that, Lindsay. We don't agree on a lot of things, but I'll agree with you on that.
up here for a suplex. She's able to counter away out of it.
The Mama tag. Here comes Mama.
Ooh, German suplex. That's a honk to BK Rhythm if there ever was one.
Didn't mind that. Nice takedown. BK shaking on the outside. Gianni on the inside getting a little shake, rattle, and roll, baby.
Shake, rattle, roll.
Side Russian leg sweep by Big Rig. Betty in full control now in this matchup. Gigi Gianni paying the price for beating down on Holly Swag. Super kick, and now the tag into Swag. Swag towing, coming live and in living color. Poetry
That's a nice kick.
in motion.
From pole to pole. Holly Swag kicking away. Gigi Gianni taken down, and now we got a full Nelson reversal into a clothesline.
Two, and it's good enough to put away Gigi Gianni.
That's it.
I'm so tired of these suckers.
Nobody wants to see them.
The Mother Trucker! Now, fans, it's time for your main event! The following contest is for the WOW World Championship! Introducing first, the challenger, accompanied by the fabulous Lana Star from America's Motor City, Detroit, Michigan, Penelope Payne!
The richest prize in women of wrestling hangs in the balance as the former champion Penelope Pink makes her way out for this WOW World Championship match with the fabulous Lana Star. We are being joined, David and McLean and myself, by the enforcer, Vicky Lynn of the Fab Four for this special matchup.
Vicky Lynn McCoy, welcome back to the announcer's table. I see you've got the brace on. You got that due to being thrown or driven right through the table by the Beast.
Thrown, yeah, driven's more like it. I have
Well-
3 herniated discs in my neck thanks to you.
I didn't know it was that severe, but one might say you deserve it for what you did to the Beast and taking her out for an entire season of WOW.
This is the kind of behavior you condone as the boss.
No, but I don't condone your behavior either. Here comes Lauren Huntley to announce the champion.
And her opponent from College Station, Texas.
Oh, here we
She is
go.
your WOW World Champion, Abilene Maverick.
Abilene Maverick making her way into the WOW arena. The new champion of the world. Abilene Maverick taking advantage of the opportunity of the wild card that presented itself in the gauntlet match. She made the phone call, she flew in, and she grabbed the
She stole
victory.
it. She stole it. That's what she did.
She
She
played
didn't
by
earn
the
anything.
rules. She played by the rules.
Oh, well.
Princess Aussie allowed that match to take place. Abilene saw an opportunity and returned to the ring. And look who's wearing the gold.
Won't be for long. As soon as this neck brace comes off. Actually, you know what? Take that back. Penelope's got this right now. Because it's coming back to the Fabulous Four.
There's the champion of the world, Abilene Maverick.
Abilene Maverick holding that beautiful belt high above her head. And we just saw before we came back into action, David, that the former champion Princess Aussie wished Abilene Maverick good luck. She said she didn't even need it in this matchup. Referee Jeff McGowan holding the belt up. This is our main event for the WOW World Championship.
Taking that purple jacket with the studs, tossing it into the champion's head, trying to get an advantage. This is the main event on WOW. If our TV time allows, we will present the entirety of this match. If not, we'll have to leave in the midst of the match.
Oh, she's already running. Look at her. That's your champion.
Your Fab Four partner, Penelope Pink, stands alone in the ring. We'll find out at the end of this. She stands alone in the ring with the gold.
Ooh, and Lana Star just
kidding
thrown
me?
right into Penelope Pink,
She couldn't do
courtesy
that
of the
to me.
champion.
You're lucky she didn't just take Lana out with a punch. Abilene Maverick, she knows how to fight dirty also, just like Penelope Pink.
Penelope Pink now in the corner, the former champion on the receiving end of that high knee by Abilene Maverick. Back kick by the champion now. Sending the former champion Penelope Pink to the middle of the ring. Hooks the leg, just good enough for 2. Vicky Lynn McCoy, you've got the neck brace around your neck, but what's the advice you can give to Penelope Pink in this matchup? I know she's been studying tapes of Abilene Maverick. When
Abilene goes low, she goes lower. You're going to have to out-smart her and out-dirty.
You can hear that all the way in Atlanta, Georgia, from L.A., where I'm from, Vicky Lynn McCoy.
I'm trying to tell you, that was straight off the streets of Detroit.
And the champion now catching that roaring forearm. With the flatliner.
That's 3. 1, 2. Okay, another slow counting ref.
I will say, David, that we bring up how Abilene Maverick was able to get the belt, but she sure has shown a lot of moxie in these matchups. She's been able to hang with these former champions thus far here in Wild, proving that maybe she deserves that world championship.
Well, she deserves it because she outsmarted everyone and got in and won it. She's the champ, and Lana Star on the outside pulling the hair and giving Penelope Pink a chance to regain herself. And now she picks up Abilene, but no, Abilene reverses out. A blow to the back to the former champion and drives her head right into the purple mat of Wow.
Oh my God, this is giving me a headache, even more so than I already have listening to your voice, David.
I'm sure Penelope Pink now has quite the headache after Abilene Maverick slammed her head right into the canvas.
You get jokes, Nigel.
I'm just making observation now as the champion
is tying up the former champ.
The champion has the former champ locked up.
Well, if it wasn't for the Beast, I'd be out there ringside.
Abilene Maverick, that knee buried right underneath the neck as Penelope Pink has to use all of her energy to work herself back up, and now once again tasting the canvas. David,
hey,
wait a second.
Vicky Lynn just threw down her headset.
The enforcer just walked away from us, David, and now back to the action. Abilene Maverick runs into the boot of Penelope Pink, who moved out of the way.
Going to the top. Abilene could be in trouble here, fans. Abilene Maverick, hair pulled back. Penelope's got her.
Penelope Pink looks like she's going for it. She connects with the diamond dust. The diamond dust from the top turnbuckle.
That's it.
This is it. No.
We almost had a new champion. Being Penelope Pink, the former champion.
Penelope Pink able to hit the diamond dust. Lana Star up on the ring apron, and now Vicky Lynn McCoy